A Texas nurse described herself as being unbelievably blessed after she survived a 133-car pileup, crawling out the trunk of her vehicle and even reporting to work before getting checked for injury. Rebecca Benson had been headed to work, noting that the roads were initially dry by her North Texas home where she left on, but once she got on Interstate 35 Watts, things took a turn for the worse. She would eventually be involved in the massive pileup just north of downtown Fort Worth that saw 6 dead. As soon as I hit that bridge, there was black ice. My car started to spin out a little bit, but nothing crazy, and so I was adjusted, Benson explained to ABC. While I was coming around the corner, I see the cars in front of me. I'm trying to not spin out and to figure out if my foot was as close to going through the floorboard as it possibly could be, and I realized that Terry's no stopping. Scroll down for video. ABC 13 News Privacy Policy. So, there was a Coca-Cola semi and a car hauler semi that had kind of made almost like a so, I wanted the car there and prayed to God that I would be okay, and that's when I hit that. Benson described the scene as bizarre and like a zombie movie. It wasn't until someone climbed over her car to get to people that she was able to climb her way out of the carnage. I could hear something on my roof and saw little legs coming down. Somebody ended up opening the back of my car and asking if I was okay. And then I was able to actually get out, because all my doors were completely blocked. Once she got free, Benson immediately called her coworker, asking him if he could take her to work since he was new. The nurse said, so I talked to one of the police officers. I was like, can I leave my car here and go hitch a ride with my coworker? So, I hopped the barrier, literally walked up the highway down to. Benson shared that she had been trapped on the highway with her coworker for about 2 hours before getting to work. Once there, she worked a half shift. Local news outlets Haven said where she works. It was her husband's insistence about taking her to the hospital that convinced her to finally go get checked out. Share this article. My husband was like, we need to get. So I worked until things kind of cleared up, and then got a ride and came to the hospital to get checked out. Benson. I have neck pain, shoulder pain, and my left elbow is bruised to the high heavens and, typical aches and pains, but I am unbelievably blessed. 6 people have now been confirmed dead and 65 others injured following a 133-car pileup on a Texas freeway Thursday morning. The tragedy occurred along Interstate 35 near Fort Worth shortly after 6 a.m., with shocking video showing a FedEx truck plowing into a barrier after losing control on an icy downhill stretch of road. Dozens of vehicles traveling behind the truck subsequently smashed into one another, with the crash site stretching back 5 miles. The death toll was initially reported at 5, before officials confirmed a 6th fatality on Thursday. The names of the victims have not yet been released. One MedStar official said no children were among the deceased or seriously injured. An investigation into the cause of the crash is now underway, with local politicians now questioning whether the roads were properly prepared for the wet and slippery conditions that Winter Storm Shirley, which is wreaking havoc on many southern states, brought freezing temperatures to the area overnight Thursday, making the roads unusually icy. I've got lots of good friends that are both on the police department and fire department, and I asked them to tell me what they saw there. We can't see evidence of any protection of deicing techniques that were performed, Fort Worth State. Ramon Romero told NBC5. Romero told the news network he plans to hold a hearing to question North Tarrant Express Mobility Partners, the company that maintains the stretch of privately operated freeway where. In a statement the company told NBC5, our crews treat the entire corridor, managed lanes, general-purpose lanes, frontage roads and ramps, and operate under the same procedure as the Texas Department of Transportation. Additionally, our message boards throughout the corridors have been alerting drivers of the adverse weather conditions and encouraging them to drive with. One first responder told NBC5 that stretch of road was solid ice when police and firefighters first arrived. Rescue workers were allegedly slipping on the ice as they attempted to reach victims inside their cars. Some had to lay salt and sand over the road in order to mitigate the slippery condition. One driver who was caught up in the crash also remarked on the icy conditions. All of a sudden Terry's ice, and everybody's wrecking, Michael Howard told CBS. You don't see the ice till you feel it. You can't stop, so I steered off into that wall. Then the people behind me just bam, 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 bam. Late on Thursday, Fort Worth Mayor Betsy Price released a statement saying heart is broken over so many people have lost their loved ones or had them injured, and that pain is just incredible. This whole community will feel that pain. Meanwhile, there were emotional scenes at the crash site, as one couple drove to the area in search of their son, Blake, who they believed had been caught. When Blake, left home this morning, I had a bad feeling. I don't know why, Mom Joni Diebel told NBC5 as she waited for news of her son. The pair were finally able to make contact via cell phone, before Joni broke down as she came face to face with Blake, who miraculously managed to escape the scene. "It was the worst, helpless feeling ever," she sobbed. Overnight, Winter Storm Shirley dumped sleet and froze roads across southern states, including Texas. In another incident, 26 cars crashed into each other in Austin. More than 1,200 flights across states have been canceled as a result. It brought snow and ice to Texas, Arkansas, and Tennessee, causing multiple roads. There were 20 weather-related crashes in Louisville, Kentucky, frozen bridges in Memphis, and freezing rain and snow